Also happening today, the House Intelligence Committee is set to receive a classified briefing on the situation, the ongoing situation in Afghanistan, briefed by representatives from multiple intelligence agencies. The White House is also briefing members of the House today. Joining me right now is Democratic Congressman Krishnamoorthi. He sits on the House Intelligence Committee, being that classified briefing today. Congressman, thank you for being here. What questions do you have for the briefers today?
I have a lot of questions, but some of them include how many Americans remain and need to be evacuated, how many allies need to be evacuated, and then, what is our security posture in and around the airport? I'm very concerned about ISIS Khorasan, ISIS-K, potentially staging attacks. We have to do everything we can to rally behind our brave men and women in uniform there who are guarding the perimeter and trying to safely evacuate as many people as possible now from Kabul.
Do you think you're going to get a clear picture on how many Americans are actually still in Afghanistan right now? From the Pentagon just last hour, they wouldn't even get specific on how many Americans they've been able to evacuate.
I will be pressing for those answers. I can understand why the situation is fluid, and I'm very happy to learn that the number of people being evacuated has increased rapidly over the last 24 hours. But I also want to get a sense of what is the work to be done so that we have a sense of when will the mission be accomplished.
You offered some pretty tough criticism of how this withdrawal has played out, and you mentioned how in the last 24 hours the numbers have really changed. A lot more people being, just under 11,000 being evacuated by U.S. forces. Do you think things are getting better? Are you confident in saying that?
It seems like the evacuation is proceeding more rapidly. I'm glad, for instance, that the bottlenecks appear to be being cleared at the airport with regard to the number of flights taking off and, of course, the enlistment of civilian aircraft to move people from third-party countries such as Qatar and other places to Europe and the United States. However, I know that we have about 20 to 30 people that my office is trying to get out of Afghanistan right now. And so I'd like to see the process by which those folks are cleared and moved to third countries for further processing to be advanced a little more speedily, because right now we have to just get people out of harm's way ASAP.
Congressman, I was going to ask you about that. So you say there's 20 to 30 people that you're tracking and trying to help get out of the country. What is the holdup that you're getting from at least your perspective that you have here?
So I'll just give you one example, Kate. Just a couple days ago, we had a family that was notified by the State Department that their evacuation flight was that day, that they should proceed to the airport, that they should bring their paperwork and passes. They did all that, and unfortunately, Kate, they were turned away at the gate of the airport. And
turned away by the Taliban who's guarding the gate, or turned away by U.S. forces who are, I guess, manning that door?
I think they were turned away potentially by Turkish soldiers who are assisting in guarding the airport. And so there appears to be some communications issues between the State Department and the security who are guarding the airport. But this is incredibly frustrating, as you can imagine, because A, it's impossible, almost impossible to get to the airport right now. And B, doing so involves risk of grave harm because you're exposing yourself not only to the Taliban, but also to others who might pose harm. And so these are the types of logistical issues that we need to work through right away because, despite our best intentions, if we don't get these people out of harm's way, we won't have accomplished the mission.
Do you think that the United States should stay in Afghanistan beyond the 31st deadline if not all Americans, U.S. forces, and Afghan allies are out, even if the Taliban, who knows what they'll do in retaliation?
We have to stay as long as it takes, Kate. I don't believe in any artificial deadlines at this point to get our American personnel, especially citizens and others, out of Afghanistan. I also think that we have to get our Afghan allies and partners out of there. That is our sacred promise to them for cooperating with us, and we just have to do it. And we shouldn't put any artificial deadlines on it.
Congressman, thank you very much for your time, though you will be able to give us nothing out of a classified briefing. I look forward to hearing what you can tell us after you are briefed later today. Appreciate it. Coming up for us.